The first meal we're going to make today is barbecue pork tenderloin with buttery corn and grilled broccoli. What I'm going to do first is tell you the ingredients, and then I'm going to prep the ingredients, and then we'll move over to the stove and put everything together. First you need garlic, half a pound of broccoli, 5 ounces of corn, the barbecue spice packet, and your pork tenderloin. I will probably fast forward this as I do all the prepping and then come back to you when I'm done. Toss broccoli with 1 teaspoon of water, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a few grinds of pepper. I'm going to mince. This recipe calls for, let's see, how much garlic? I think a clove, so I'm going to mince up a bunch of garlic because I have a couple recipes I'm going to do. I love and my family loves garlic, so we're going to do a bunch. Good enough. Set that aside. This says I need to make the glaze for my pork tenderloin. I will use these. These are my really cool Pioneer Woman measuring cups. Okay. You need 2 teaspoons of barbecue spice. This is a tapioca spice company from Los Angeles. Two teaspoons, not 2 tablespoons. That's only a half teaspoon. Two tablespoons of olive oil. One teaspoon of vinegar. One teaspoon of sugar. Pinch of salt and pepper. Okay, that's the end of prepping. We'll take the rest of this over and start cooking it now. So now for the cooking. I have my oven preheating for 425 because we're going to roast the pork tenderloin in the oven along with the broccoli. But first, the directions say to pat the meat dry. And then season it, both sides, with salt and pepper. Just place it on the grill pan. I am going to use my silpat pad, which keeps the food from sticking. It just looks like this pan's a little old. Well loved. And I like the way this comes out by using that. It's non-stick. If you don't have one of these, I suggest you get them. It is one of the best Christmas gifts my husband had got me last year. I'm still waiting for the oven to preheat. In the meanwhile, I will start with the corn. The corn won't take hardly any time at all, so we can get it done fast. And hopefully by the time the corn's done, our oven will be preheated. I'm going to take a tablespoon of butter. And melt it in my pan. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not using real butter today. I'm using my country crock. I ran out of real butter. Normally I use the Land O'Lakes butter with olive oil that you can spread. But I haven't been to the grocery store today. Or lately, so I need to use what I have in my hand. As soon as it melts, I will add the corn. It says 5 ounces, but I'm guessing that's probably the same thing as a can, or maybe a little bit less. That's one of the things I like about this Tenderloin. This serving is for 2 people, so you can tell by the size of the meat. That's an actual serving size. That they don't send extras that you need to waste. It's just me and my husband eat this. My son will eat stuff like this. He's still like hot dogs and stuff like that. But he does love salad, so that makes up for it. Okay. And it's just about not enough. I'm going to add the corn. Stir that around a little bit. And it takes about 2 to 4 minutes, depending on how brown you want your corn. A little bit of salt and pepper. My husband doesn't like a lot of pepper, so I try to go easy on it. It's also why I don't use fresh ground pepper, because he's really sensitive to pepper, so he does a lot better with the canned black pepper. If you hear the clicking noise in the background, it's my dog door. Every time they go near it, it unlocks the dog door. I have a small dog. I don't know if you can see him down here. Hoping that I drop something. Down there. Her name is Biddy. She's my cooking buddy. Don't need a mop with her. So I just set it to warm it through, but I like to char it a little bit, as much as you can in a pan. And that, I think it brings out the sweetness in the corn. It's just my preference. Now when I cook these meals, I usually do all 3 of them in the same day. And then what I do is I don't slice the meat when they tell you to slice the meat. What I do is I keep it whole, because I have food containers that I bought, like food prepping containers. And what I do is I make all these meals in advance, and like they have different color lids. So I'll say to my husband that the blue lids are yours, the green lids are mine, and that way he can just go in and grab one of the containers and microwave it, and I don't have to worry about trying to cook real fast, because he works second shift, I work first shift. Everyone's ready? I work first shift, he works second shift, so I don't get off work till 4:30, and he's leaving the house at 6, so a lot of times I can't get off work fast enough to cook dinner. I'm going to put this pork in the oven, and it's only for, let's see, I'm going to cook it for 6 to 7 minutes to start off with. Timer. Instead of stabbing, so I like my pork done. I think this is just about good. Okay, this is done. I'm going to pause the video while that cooks, and then clean my pan, and then I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, the oven's down to about 45 seconds, but I just realized that I forgot to do something. The original recipe, you're supposed to grill it on a grill pan. I don't have a grill pan right now. So I have the alternate directions, which is to roast it in the oven, which is what I did. But I was supposed to put a little bit of the minced garlic that we used into the barbecue sauce that we made and stir it together. Because that is what we're going to use to coat the pork. So we got that stirred in. And what I'll do is when I bring it out of the oven now, I will brush it with that, add the broccoli to the pan, and put it back into the oven. So I will move this to one side of the pan. Use half of the, it's a real thick barbecue sauce. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a paste almost over a barbecue sauce, but brush the first half on top. And it said flip it, so it's kind of weird to flip it after you coat it. And I will brush it again. Okay, here's the barbecue sauce. Let's add the broccoli. I tossed the broccoli with the water and the salt and pepper like you saw, but then I also added a couple tablespoons of olive oil as per the directions. If you are doing it just on the grill pan, you don't need to add the oil. Just the steam will help caramelize the broccoli. Add this back to the oven. It says cook for 9 to 11 additional minutes. I will put it on, let's just say 10. Start. And I will be back in 10 minutes. Okay, we got 33 seconds on the oven and we'll pull it out and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Plate it up. Yummy. That looks good. Pork looks really good. The broccoli is just the way my husband likes it. I'll plate this up real quick. I want to let you know that my husband will get all the broccoli because I don't like broccoli. So when you see me plate the dishes up, it's going to look a little unfair. I already got the corn in. This week, purple will be his or mine, and pink will be mine, and purple will be his. So I'll give him the bigger piece of meat since he got the least amount of corn. I'll take the smaller piece, and I'll give him all the broccoli. And he doesn't mind if everything's all mixed up. I just really, really don't like broccoli. But that's what came with this week's food box. So I will probably eat this, maybe I'll do some peas or something tomorrow, I don't know. This is probably enough actually. I really don't need to add anything else, I don't really need to eat more than that. So I'll do pink for me and purple for him, but I'm going to leave the lids off until they cool. So I hope you liked this video on the barbecue pork tenderloin with roasted broccoli and buttercorn. And I hope you'll come back and see the next recipe. Thank you.